Hey everybody, I'm back. Just had to finish up something real quickly. Now, will I admit some things as a Pirate fan that aren't, the Penguin fan, that aren't going to hurt me? Well, as a Penguin fan, I want to see the Penguins do good this year coming up, but it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard for the Penguins, in my opinion. I think to even have a really good season because of what's going on. I hope I'm wrong on this because I love the Penguins. But I just think there's going to be a lot that needs done, and in a weird way, I think this is going to hurt the Penguins more than it does. As much as I love the Penguins, I do. It's going to take a lot for this Penguin team, I think, to just, figure out what they're going to do. It's going to... Because Malkin and Crosby and Malkin are getting older. And, it's not easy. I just don't know what they're going to do this offseason. It's going to be hard. I think also the Penguins need to have, just an ability to admit they need to rebuild. And I think they are starting to rebuild, I hope. Because, it's going to be hard. And I just hope I'm wrong what I'm about to say. When I look at the Penguins coming up, I believe this. They need a lot of help offensively. I think they need to trade Erik Karlsson. I hope to God they do, because if he does it, if they need to get rid of Erik Karlsson's salary and his contract, because he's a dead weight to this team. He's terrible, and to be honest with you, it's not easy. I know the Penguins aren't going to be easy. It's not going to be easy because I know they want to win. I just told the TV for a second. Oh. I also think the Penguins could do some other things with, like, Sidney Crosby. TV. I look at the Penguins and I see what they can do next year. I don't know what they can do next year. I think they could do a few things. I think they will try to get... What they need to do, I think, is get tougher. Because I do know this. They aren't going to win this year, I don't think, unless several things happen. One, they need to play better hockey. And I look at last year. When they looked good last year, I believe, they had several things go their way. One was when they had, Sidney Crosby. When Crosby first came up, he was one of the best in the hockey. In hockey. But I also think the Penguins need to, go younger again. But how are you going to... Here's the thing. It's going to be hard for them to rebuild, I think, as well. Because of what they are. And, it's going to be hard for the Pens to rebuild, I have a feeling. But I think they got to do it. I think they should trade Ricard Raquel or Brian Rust. You get some return back and some decent younger players, maybe some tougher players. I don't know what the Penguins are doing. I just don't want to see, what's his name, a 30-something Kevin Hayes as a hockey on a third line or a fourth line of this team. I don't want to see it. I liked Kevin Hayes when he was younger, but he's not that good anymore. I also believe that the Penguins need, I also believe the Penguins need to do some other things. They need to figure out their goaltending situation. Because I think the Penguins as well could maybe do, like, I don't know, maybe like a, I don't want to say it. Penguins should do this, but I know they won't. They should go out and get Max Domi. He's a tough guy. And honestly, he's tough. And I believe he's got that tough, he's got the grit, he's tough. He can score you goals. I mean, he did pretty good this year with Toronto. Speaking of which, the Toronto Maple Leafs, will they ever win anything? Seriously. They'll never win it. They're cursed. They're like, I don't want to say this. They're like the, what do you call it? The Winnipeg Jets in Canada. Or even Edmonton. At least Edmonton actually got out of the... At least Edmonton's got to the final the past 2 years. I just know this. If I'm the Penguins, they got to do one thing this year. They got to figure out goaltending as well. Because the goaltending situation is going to be terrible this year. If Jari has a good year, they might have a chance. But here's the thing: if the Penguins start off good, in a weird way, they could ride the momentum, honestly, of what could happen. I just don't know if the Penguins can really, you know what I mean, do anything big. I mean, it's going to be hard, I think, for the Penguins to even really have a chance. But I also believe the Penguins could have a good year. I don't know, though. I doubt it, though. The goaltending is going to be a big problem for this team this year. I have a gut feeling. So if I'm the Penguins, I would try to get some... They're probably going to go get like a winger tomorrow night. I don't know yet. Penguins pick 11 and 12. So here's the thing I could see happening. I could see the Penguins, to be honest with you, actually doing something. I could see them trading Erik Karlsson this weekend. Because what are you going to do with these draft picks? Honestly, your farm system would be so so packed. I would honestly trade to give away some draft cap, because you got the ability this year to trade a little bit. I mean, these next couple of years, you guys got to. But then, as somebody else said earlier in the week, you got to keep accumulating draft picks. Well, let me tell you something here. You could then trade them away down the line, maybe. But I also believe this. The Penguins got to be careful here, because I think they're panicking when they shouldn't be. I want to see them, maybe. I will admit this. I don't want to see Erik Karlsson here next year. I hope to goodness Lord to God he isn't here next year. I would even... You're going to laugh at this one. I would probably actually try to... I'd fly him out of Pittsburgh myself. I'd take him to the airport. Because Erik Karlsson is stinking terrible. I'll take my chances with a stinking... I don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it anyway. He's terrible. Erik Karlsson can't even... He gets up... He's terrible defensively. I don't know how bad it could get. How worse it could get. But believe me, it can. I also know this as a Penguin fan. They got a lot to figure out. But I also believe the Penguins could do some things next year. Now, as I look as a hockey fan, they're gonna have to figure out some things next year. I mean, I'm still saying this year for some reason, but it's really gonna be. If you really think about it, the Penguin season starts in a couple months. Unbelievable. On the Penguins, I do several things. One, get rid of Eric Carlson. You gotta find a way to get rid of him next year. Hope to God they do, because I can't stand him. I'm not a big fan of him anymore. I mean, I still am. But he's not as good as he used to be. I mean, I hope Penguins do good. I mean, come on. Now, I look at the Penguins as several things. Also, can they win this year? Maybe, I don't know, maybe with a better team. I just don't know why the Penguins are trying this stunt. They want to do good, I can tell. But I also think, as a Penguin fan, I also think they want to figure out what they're doing offensively. But they got to figure out the power play. That's something they got to figure out is the power play. Because the power play killed them last year in so many games. That and the goaltending. Because the Penguins were good at points last year. Let's not forget that. There were times they were very good last year. But then there's times they look terrible. Now, will I admit several things that could happen this year? Maybe, I don't know. If the Penguins do good this free agency, I'm not saying they're going to go out and sign big names. I don't think they're not going to do that. But will I admit this? Can the Penguins develop them in the draft, in the farm systems, in the development programs? Absolutely. Now, there's one kid. I'm looking it up here on my computer right now. He's from West Mifflin. He could fall to the Penguins. I mean, let me show you what I'm talking about here. I can find it. West Mifflin hockey player. I saw it the other day. I can't think of his name. LJ Mooney. He is small. He's skilled. But he's perfect for the Penguins. He's small, but he's very good. I think he's perfect. I think if he's in the top 10 or top 13, I think the Penguins should draft him. I said before, the Penguins need to get younger, they need smaller, and they need skilled players, and that's what they need to do. I think they should draft this kid. LJ Mooney is a very good hockey player. He was very good in the developmentals. Now the thing is with him is his size. That could be a big problem. But he comes from an area that also that developed the best hockey players in the NHL. I mean, look at Vincent Trocheck from Upper St. Clair. Who else? JT Miller from right over in Ohio. I mean, there's a lot of hockey players from this area that went on to be very good in the NHL. So at the Penguins, they need to figure out what they're doing. But if he's available in the top 15, if he's available at 11 and 12, I'd pick him. I would draft him. I would draft him because he's what the Penguins need. He's basically the guy that can help this team out. Not this year. He's going to have to go to developmental kelp. But I also believe this. I also believe this. If he's a little small, but he has wax. He's very fast. wax Rapoport about his skating, hands, vision, playmaking, and 200-foot game. Now, if he was, he's very, his father actually played national. He played high school for Sarah Catholic, and then his dad played also at Division I at Colorado College, minor pro in Johnstown. I mean, his family's been very, very good at hockey. He could be just like their dad. And then you got other NHL players like LJ, and then Logan Cooley. Logan Cooley's from West Mifflin as well. There's a lot of great hockey players from this area that grew up there to play in the NHL. They grew up in Western Pennsylvania. Now, the Penguins haven't drafted a local area player since Ryan Malone, 1999. Now, Penguins, they should have drafted, I think, Vincent. They had a chance. And here's the thing. In 2011, the Penguins chose Joe Morrow. He was a bum. Before John Gibson and Brandon Saad. Then they took Scott Harrington before Vince Trocheck. Now, Penguins should draft L.J. Mooney, in my opinion. Because they don't want to make... They should have... Because if they don't, they're going to make the same mistake as they should have... When they should have drafted John Gibson, Brandon Saad, and Vincent Trocheck. Penguins are about to make a big mistake if they don't sign this kid. Or draft this kid, I mean. Because let me tell you something. L.J. Mooney is going to be a hockey player, a great one. I got a gut feeling he will be. He's going to be amazing. I guarantee it.